Let's talk about pro-Palestine demonstrations planned for the Sydney Opera House next weekend. The New South Wales Supreme Court will hear the matter on Tuesday. Police are trying to have the march banned. But what did you make of Labor MP Tim Ayres, who we referred to earlier, backing the protesters' right to march? Is that a wise move from a government minister?
Of course it's not a wise move, but you've got to know Tim Ayres. I've got no time for the man. I think he's a nasty piece of works. And for him to come out and say that, you know, what I've been told is that the Opera House is on private land, and if they protest there, you can be actually charged for trespassing, and you can be locked up. That's in the New South Wales legislation. So anyway, see what happens. But I believe that if the government and the police say there shouldn't be a protest rally there, then it shouldn't have one. I don't believe courts should have the right, or one judge, to overturn that based on what the government and the police are saying. And it's not safe. And also, they said if you've got 100,000 people turn up there, they don't know whether the structure will actually be able to hold that. So there's a lot of big ifs with this. It shouldn't have a protest rally. And especially on the anniversary, the second anniversary of what happened in Israel. I think it's disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so insensitive. And once again, as well, one of our national monuments are providing the backdrop for this sort of awful behaviour. We just spoke about Andrew Hastie before. Now, he's obviously quit the Liberal Party front bench, saying he wants to speak out about immigration, which you are, you know, very, very at the forefront of this. But in terms of Susan Lee's leadership, is this the beginning of the end now?
Yes, it is. The Conservatives know that Andrew Hastie is the one they've got their eyes on, but the whole fact is he's inexperienced. In my opinion, he hasn't got the calibre of knowing right across all the portfolios. I watched him during an interview prior to the election, or during the election, campaigning, and the way he handled the media, you know, he's got a lot of training, a lot of information to get on top of, because they'll actually make mincemeat of him, and that's my opinion, okay? I have been in this for quite some time. I like Andrew, but he also lost a lot of support from the Defence Force, of personnel and Defence Force, when he made those comments against Ben Roberts-Smith. So he's got a lot of some baggage there as well that he needs to look at. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I've said right from the beginning, Susan Lee will not last the distance. She'll be gone. They have to. But the big problem is, Andrew may be on the Conservative side, but he's got to deal with all the moderates and the progressives in the Liberal Party. That's your problem. And whether he can rein them in or change it, I doubt it.
No, but gosh, they're going to have to do something. The news polls, as we just said, are just getting worse and worse for the Liberal Party. Senator Pauline Hanson, nice to see you as always. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. Appreciate it.